How do you keep your team, especially your hybrid team, working together when they're apart? How do you keep them collaborating? A few months ago, I was working with a team leader I know, and she's normally a very bright and upbeat person, very energetic, but on this day she seemed a little bit flatter than normal. And I said to her, what's up? She said, I love my team and I love working with them, but now they just don't seem to talk to each other anymore. And instead of one team of 7, I seem to have 7 teams of 1. This is not an unusual situation that happens in hybrid workplaces. But what do you do about it? Hi, my name's Cris and I help you keep your team energised, focused and productive, no matter where they are or what's going on. Coming back to this issue about collaborating with each other. What she noticed is that she was having to step in a lot and giving them information they should have been able to get to each other in ways that they should have been able to help each other. And so the answer to this particular issue is not so much about what you do, but maybe what you don't do. In particular this. If there's issues, projects and tasks your team should be collaborating on with each other, don't answer the questions when they come to you. Ask them, have they either checked the information that's already available or have they checked in with that person? It may be that they're at home, they're comfortable in their environment, they're working, but it's kind of cosy to be there and they're less likely to reach out to each other. So instead of that, they're talking to you as their leader and asking you a whole pile of questions that they could answer for themselves, particularly by getting in touch with one of their other team members. So the issue in this case of getting your team to collaborate with each other is maybe what you don't do, which is don't answer questions they can get from each other or from some other source, such as a database or a standard operating procedure. Don't answer them, let them go and find out the answers for themselves. People will choose the easiest course of action, so if you're making that easier for them, they'll come to you. The bigger question here is, did you build up some team norms to start off with about what is acceptable? In my program, Leading Hybrid Teams Effectively, a central plank is developing a team charter where you cover all of those things off. If you don't know how to do a team charter or don't have a template, get in touch. But in the meantime, think about those agreements. What agreements do you have in place about when it's all right to ask you about things and when your team members need to collaborate directly with each other? So the solution to getting this team collaborating again is to do less. Now, usually when we're giving leadership advice, when I'm giving it, I'm asking you to do more. But in this case, I'm actually asking you to do less. Don't make it too easy for your team not to collaborate with each other. Don't give them the answers they can find from each other, and don't give them the answers they could find for themselves some way. It's overwhelming for you to have to deal with 7 teams of 1 and much easier to deal with 1 team of 7. So the bigger picture is come up with some commitments and agreements amongst your team, perhaps in the form of a team charter for what's acceptable, when they should work together, when they shouldn't, and when they should come to you. And when you're ready to develop your team further, get in touch. Meantime, I'll see you in the next video.